We'll see what's about to happen.
He got hit in the head for fun. Under my attention, I give them a call. How you come over the spot? You know it's your time of the month. How? Make a business.
Hey, habla con YouTube.
Wait, what's up about this?
Viva los mexicanos.
Viva los mexicanos.
Mío es no mexicano, mío es colombiano. Mi padre es colombiano y mi madre es morena. She's black. But I still be with the Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? We Latinos, we gotta stick together, you know what I'm saying? Gotta stick together out here. Got the Camaro up here. See, Angel, he does business, man, everywhere. He cuts trees, he cuts hair, he takes people's cars and stuff. he takes people's cars and stuff. And the Mexican dude with the mask on, he doesn't like being on camera like that. That's his Camaro right there. Shit clean, boy, for an old school. Shit pristine, boy. Shit pristine. But I was gonna tell you guys, before we had to load this car, the mental fog, yes, it is real. Yes, aging does happen to you, man. And it's apparent. It's obvious, you know? I can feel it every day I wake up in my bones. I can feel it in my muscles, everything like that. So what you have to do is you have to fight every day against the adversary, which is Satan. And if you get deep into that, it literally tells you everything you have to do to be saved and have a life everlasting. So you got to kind of come from it from like an abstract perspective in order to grasp the reality of the world. See what I'm saying? Because God's bigger than the world. So when you understand God, you understand the world easier. So all it is basically, sin is basically anything that destroys. So sin is in everything, right? I already have a book that I'm writing on that shit. And it's not the fact that I'm not stupid. It's just I lack the cognitive energy and focus to actually complete shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not like, okay, like, oh, I'm stupid or whatever like that. Like I'm retarded. Of course I'm not retarded, bro. But it's just like the mental fog, like the jet lag on top of like the mental like sluggishness. It's like you know what I'm saying? Like compared to how I was priorly, you know, I'm aging now. Like I'm about to be 30 by next year I'll be 30. So like I'm in the midway point, like I'm getting old, you know? So I can feel it. I'm not in my 20s anymore. So we're gonna see what we can do about that. We're gonna do some research to see what we can do about that. Because I want to get all this stuff done, but it's like my brain doesn't have the mental capacity to do it all by myself. But I honestly feel like, you know, I can do anything through Christ, man. I honestly feel like that. So using the Bible, using that thinking, you know, to better myself and use Christ and accept Christ as my Lord and Savior and believe that he died on the cross to be crucified for my sins, which actually goes very, very deep. And in this this scroll, I have a life scroll. If you guys want a PDF of the life scroll, just email me. It's not for free though. I'm gonna have to charge you like $5, man, because it took me a while and some painstaking research to actually see if all of this shit was actually true. And I'm not even done writing the book, so you know what? I might not even, you know what I'm saying, put it up there. It's not even finished yet. There's a lot more to go with it, especially with the ethereal things that have to do with it, the ethereal things, and also with the physical things. Because first that which is natural, then that which is spiritual, right? And vice versa. Things that happen in the spirit also can manifest into the flesh. So like in the spirit world, if someone's like really just like nasty in the spirit, that's how they're gonna appear physically. You know, that's the temple of God right there. That's a direct reflection of your spiritual condition. That's how your body is. So if your body is like, you know, breaking down and stuff like that, maybe you need to, you know, start praying more, ask for guidance and stuff like that, you know, maybe shake some demons off, because we can't just ignore that aspect of our reality. Throughout all time, you mean to tell me throughout all history of mankind, there's always been a spiritual side, and there's always been talk about, you know, angelic beings coming down and giving wisdom unto man, and then man becoming smarter and then disobeying and having to deal with demonic entities and things like that. And even when God, I think at one point in the Bible, God was like, you know, ask Satan, what are you doing? Like, what you been doing, man? Basically, like, talking to him like he's fucking pals. And Satan's like, oh, you're just walking to and fro from the earth. And then God's like, okay, you ever considered my servant Job? And Satan's like, hell yeah, I consider Job, but you got this big-ass spiritual hedge of protection around him, so I can't do anything to him. Of course he's not going to curse you to his face, you know? So God was like, all right, well, you want to make a bet? And so he started fucking with Job, only because God told him he could. You know, shit like that. And then what happened? Boils and shit. Like, he got fucked up. He lost animals. Animals died and shit. I think like some of his son or his daughter died or some shit. Like his firstborn. I forget what the fuck happened. But it was bad, man. He started losing crop. He started losing kids. He started losing everything, man. His friends almost left him. His wife even almost left him. I think his wife did leave him, actually. Or something like that. Read about Job in the Bible. And, you know, all of that stuff may seem pointless to you guys, but honestly, you know, I think that's really where a lot of my mental fog comes from, because if you look at the construct of the word demon, it's actually Latin for personality. It's Latin for persona. So if a demon is your personality, then that means aren't we all just a conglomeration of demons? Isn't that our personality? That's what makes our personality unique, is a different mix of demons. Right? And some people are schizophrenic, meaning they have multiple heads sitting on the throne. So there's supposed to be like one person that's like supposed to be strong, the strongest, that's supposed to make all the decisions throughout the sea of demons that are in you. And some people have schizophrenia, meaning like they have like 3 heads sitting on one throne. So they actually, for lack of a better term, believe that they're 3 different people. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more than 3 different people in everybody's brain. You know, if you're looking at it from an occult perspective or from like a spiritual view, you know what I mean? But the only person that's really supposed to be in there is Christ. But in order to get to that point, you know, it's going to take a lot of like fasting and meditation, and you're going to have to let go of all the fleshly desires. You can't lust, you can't do any of this stuff, you know, because from my understanding, what Satan uses to beat you is your flesh, because your flesh encapsulates your soul. So Satan's target is he wants your soul. So how he beats you and how he gets you attains your soul is he attacks your flesh, because he knows your flesh is weak, and your flesh is what encapsulates your soul. Makes sense, right? Not really. So in order to decode all this stuff, you know, there's a lot of things you got to look into. You can't just be like, oh, I'm a Christian and I read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Christians used to be able to cast out demons out of motherfuckers on the spot, on command. Whatever happened to Christians? They ain't doing shit no more but going to Sunday church, eating food at the end of service, and then going out here and just sinning. You know? So once that gets complete, then I have other things that I got to put together to see if we can save my soul. So see if we can overcome the flesh and save my soul. Okay? And everything will be given unto me, because King Solomon, he was saved. God saved him. He gave him the wisdom. He gave him the seals to actually have rulership over a whole legion of demons.
Rio, get in the bag. Roja's gotta come.
So, come on. Disculpa.
Oh, entonces con más
So, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll keep putting all this stuff together, because everything coincides. Like Albert Einstein said, everything is relevant. So I'm going to end this here.